Joseph, with his coat of many colors, was loved by his father, but this love stirred envy in his brothers. This envy led to a betrayal that threw him into a literal pit and, symbolically, into life's pits of difficulties. Betrayals and adversities are inevitable parts of everyone's path. Just like Joseph, who was sold into slavery and later unjustly imprisoned, many face situations that seem to have no way out. However, it's precisely in these dark moments that resilience proves to be a powerful force. Instead of succumbing to despair, Joseph remained steadfast, using each obstacle as an opportunity to grow. His story teaches us that even in the hardest times, it's possible to find an inner light that guides us. This light is fueled by resilience, which propels us forward, no matter the circumstances. Joseph's story emphasizes that adversities are not just personal struggles but can also be societal. He faced racial and cultural biases as a foreigner in Egypt, highlighting how external perceptions can compound personal challenges. Yet, he navigated these complexities with grace, showcasing that resilience involves not only internal fortitude but also the ability to manage external pressures. For many, these pits of life can include career setbacks, relationship betrayals, or societal injustices. Joseph's response to his brother's betrayal, choosing forgiveness over bitterness, demonstrates a profound strength. He didn't allow his circumstances to define him. Instead, he defined his circumstances through his actions and choices, providing a blueprint for overcoming any adversity. Joseph spent years in prison, waiting for an opportunity to change his fate. This wait, marked by patience, is an example of how sometimes we need to trust in timing and larger plans. Often, we want quick solutions to our problems, but true wisdom lies in understanding that some things require patience. During this waiting period, Joseph didn't despair. He continued to use his gifts, interpreting dreams, which eventually led him to his great opportunity. This teaches us that even when things seem stagnant, we should keep honing our skills and be ready for the right moment. Patience is a virtue that allows us to grow internally, preparing us for future blessings. Patience in Joseph's life wasn't passive, it was active and purposeful. He demonstrated that true patience is not merely waiting for something to happen but being ready to act when the time comes. This readiness involves continual self-improvement and preparation. Joseph's dedication to developing his talents, even in confinement, shows that patience and preparedness go hand in hand. He understood that each moment of waiting was also a moment of growth. This perspective is vital for anyone facing a delay or setback. Whether it's waiting for a job promotion, a relationship to blossom, or personal goals to materialize, the key is to remain diligent and use the time wisely. The value of patience also lies in learning to manage expectations and frustrations. Joseph's example teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions and attitudes, while trusting that external circumstances will align in their own time. Faith was a fundamental pillar in Joseph's journey. Despite facing betrayals and injustices, he maintained his trust in something greater. This unwavering faith is a powerful lesson for all of us, especially when things seem to be falling apart. Joseph's story shows us that faith is not just a passive belief but an active force that drives us to keep going, even when everything is against us. During his years of trials, Joseph never questioned the purpose of his life. He believed that a divine plan was at work, even if he couldn't see the details. This type of faith is crucial because it helps us find meaning in moments of pain and difficulty. When we trust that there is a greater purpose, we can endure challenges with a broader and more hopeful perspective. Joseph's faith was a source of strength and guidance, influencing his decisions and interactions with others. Even when tempted by Potiphar's wife, his faith guided him to choose integrity over momentary pleasure, understanding that his actions were seen by a higher power. This aspect of faith extends beyond religious beliefs. It represents a commitment to one's values and moral compass. For many, faith can be a sense of purpose or a set of guiding principles that provide clarity during confusion. Joseph's faith also had a communal dimension. By interpreting the dreams of his fellow prisoners and later Pharaoh, he used his faith to serve others, not just himself. This selflessness is a key component of a faith-driven life, reminding us that our beliefs and values can have a positive impact on those around us. His story encourages us to seek out ways to uplift and support others, even when we are in difficult situations ourselves. Joseph's life teaches that sometimes the greatest opportunities arise in the most unexpected moments. While in prison, Joseph had the chance to interpret the dreams of Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker. Although it might have seemed like an insignificant task, he seized this opportunity to showcase his gifts. This proactive attitude is an important lesson for all of us. Always be ready to take advantage of opportunities, no matter the circumstances. When Pharaoh had disturbing dreams, Joseph was remembered and called to interpret them. His ability to seize this chance and provide an accurate interpretation not only got him out of prison but elevated him to a position of power as Egypt's governor. This shows us that every skill we develop and every opportunity we seize can be crucial for our future. It's vital to be prepared and willing to show our best, even in adverse situations. Joseph's story illustrates that opportunities can come disguised as challenges or small tasks. His rise to power was not a sudden event but a culmination of consistently taking initiative, even in minor roles. This demonstrates that success often comes from accumulating small victories and consistently showing up, regardless of the situation. For instance, in modern contexts, this might mean taking on a seemingly insignificant project at work or volunteering for a community service. These actions, though small, can lead to greater recognition and opportunities. Additionally, Joseph's story emphasizes the importance of reputation and reliability. His consistent integrity and wisdom created a positive reputation, making him the go-to person when Pharaoh needed answers. This aspect highlights that one's character and work ethic are often noticed and remembered, even when it seems like no one is watching. When Joseph's brothers came to Egypt seeking food, he faced a unique opportunity for revenge. However, Joseph chose the path of forgiveness. This decision was not just an act of compassion but also of great wisdom. Forgiveness allowed him to free himself from the weight of the past and focus on the future. This teaches us that often, forgiveness is more beneficial for the forgiver than the forgiven. Joseph's act of forgiving his brothers, who sold him into slavery, demonstrates his strong character. He didn't let resentment and bitterness control his life. Instead, he chose peace and reconciliation. This reminds us that forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing emotional wounds and restoring relationships. By letting go of resentment, we make room for new opportunities and positive experiences. Forgiveness in Joseph's case was also a strategic choice. It allowed him to rebuild his family relationships and secure a peaceful future. This shows that forgiveness is not just an emotional release but can also be a practical decision that benefits all parties involved. For many, the act of forgiving can be challenging, especially when the wrongs are severe. However, Joseph's story encourages us to view forgiveness as a path to liberation from past pains and an opening to new beginnings. It demonstrates that holding on to grudges can be more damaging than the original offense, as it perpetuates a cycle of negativity. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing the wrong, it means choosing to move forward without being chained to the past. Joseph's ability to forgive and reconcile with his brothers also set a powerful example for them, promoting a culture of forgiveness and understanding within his family. After years of hardships and trials, Joseph finally achieved a position of power and prestige as Egypt's governor. This rise was not due to chance but his perseverance and resilience. He knew how to turn every obstacle into a growth opportunity. This is the essence of resilience, the ability to adapt and thrive even in the face of adversity. Joseph's journey shows us that the reward for patience and unwavering faith can be far greater than we imagine. Joseph's story is a testimony that hard work and integrity always bear fruit. Even when it seemed he was forgotten in prison, he continued to believe and prepare for what was to come. The glory of the palaces represents not only a position of power but the recognition of Joseph's worth and the fulfillment of his potential. This teaches us that the true reward is not only material but also personal growth and the satisfaction of overcoming challenges. Joseph's success as a governor also highlights the importance of using one's position and power for the greater good. He did not seek revenge or personal gain but focused on saving lives during the famine. His strategic planning and foresight ensured that Egypt and surrounding nations had enough food, showcasing that true leadership is about service and stewardship. This aspect of his story underscores the broader definition of success, which includes contributing to the well-being of others. For individuals in positions of influence, Joseph's example serves as a reminder that with great power comes great responsibility. His actions demonstrate that the ultimate measure of success is not just achieving personal goals but positively impacting the world. This holistic approach to success includes ethical considerations, empathy, and a commitment to the common good. The lessons of resilience present in Joseph's life are timeless and applicable to all. His story teaches us that to overcome life's challenges, we need to cultivate patience, maintain faith, and be ready to seize opportunities. To develop this resilience, it's essential first to accept that difficulties are part of the growth process. Instead of avoiding them, we must face them with courage and determination. One practical way to apply this lesson is through daily practices of reflection and self-care. Joseph maintained his integrity and faith even in the darkest moments. Similarly, we can strengthen ourselves emotionally through meditation, prayer, or simply taking time to reflect on our values and goals. These practices help maintain calm and clarity of thought, essential for facing life's storms. Additionally, building resilience involves creating a support system. Joseph had the support of his father and later, the backing of Pharaoh. In our lives, cultivating strong relationships with friends, family, and mentors can provide emotional support and guidance during tough times. Resilience also involves a willingness to adapt and change. Joseph's ability to navigate different cultural contexts and adjust to new roles demonstrates flexibility. In a rapidly changing world, being open to learning and adapting is crucial for resilience. This includes being willing to learn new skills, embrace new opportunities, and let go of past identities that no longer serve us. Lastly, resilience is about maintaining a positive outlook and hope for the future. Joseph never lost sight of his dreams, even when circumstances seemed bleak. Maintaining a hopeful perspective, even in adversity, can fuel perseverance and inspire others.